Hey guys, it's Wes. For the second tip of the day, today I'm going to be talking about liquids, the two liquids in Minecraft and how they function. What I'm not going to be covering is how boats function in water. I'm going to save that for another video because it's kind of a whole topic on its own. But basically, there are two liquids in Minecraft. There's water, which is blue, and lava, which is red and yellow. And they can be found in the world naturally. Water can be found all over the ocean, whereas lava has to be found in caves, as you can see here. And basically, the major distinguishment between them, if that's a word, whatever, is that water you can swim in it safely. And, lava you will get damaged if you're not going to let it straight. But they can both be picked up in their natural forms with buckets, which are made out of 3 iron ingots, just like this. And both can be placed in the world, like here. By right-clicking, wherever, it really doesn't matter. But there are a few differences between each of them. They each function differently, and they can also produce blocks, and that's kind of what we'll talk about in a bit. But kind of the most important thing to note when dealing with how water flows and how lava flows, let me just turn on this music. As much as I like the music in this game, but basically water flows very fast, and it flows for 8 blocks. Just like this. So if you place a water block, it's going to look like this. Now there are 8 blocks. The water travels a distance of 8 blocks, which means that every time you place, or every time water flows 1 block, it's going to flow to each of the blocks, each of the 4 blocks surrounding it, just like that. You saw it quickly, like that. Then each of those blocks are going to flow 1 out, and each time a water block flows, it reduces its height by 1/8 of a block. So as you can see, they get smaller until they are nothing. Lava, on the other hand, flows for 4 blocks instead. And lava will also remain as long as it is. Uh-oh. It's not good. As you can see, you can put the fire out from lava with water. Makes sense. But lava will remain there if it's taller than half a block. Or it's a random chance of some sorts that it will remain there, and you need to place blocks on top of it to put the lava out. So, what does this basically mean? Well, it basically means that if we wanted water to flow, its maximum distance is 8 blocks. 5, 6, 7, 8. If I place water here, it will flow all the way to the end. There we go. And water has a flow, as does lava, so if I place a block in this, it's going to make the block flow. Or if I jump into it, it's going to make me flow. Lava, on the other hand, will only flow for 4 blocks. And in theory, if I were to jump in this, or if I were to throw an item in this that is invulnerable, it would flow as well. A little bit slower, but in actuality, if I were to jump into this, I would get damaged and I would likely die before I could notice the flow. And if I were to throw an item in this, it will get destroyed because it will get lit on fire. So for that reason, water is generally a good transport system, whereas lava is generally a good defense system in that it can kill monsters. And we use water frequently to carry ourselves in boats, which I'll show in another tutorial, or we can use it to carry items if we're making a farm of some sort, like I have in my cactus farm over there, my reed farm. Water is also used to nourish certain things, so it can nourish wheat to make it grow faster, and it can allow reeds to grow, as long as they meet other specifications. But one thing that's kind of important to note is that ladders or signs, I'll do this, ladders or signs act as blocks to water. So if I'm to place a water block here, it stops at the sign and at the ladder, and it flows to the top of the sign, or for some reason to like halfway up the ladder. I'm not sure if that's consistent. I believe it is though. Yep. So if you want your water to remain high, but you want it to stop at a point, use a sign. But if you want it to remain low and flow down, use a ladder. So what that also means, and this works for lava as well, is that if for whatever reason we want there to be some sort of like cavern beneath us here, let's say we wanted to light up under our little water canal here. We wanted to light this area up, so I want, I want these torches to go here below the water. For some reason, maybe I want, maybe I don't want monsters spawning down here while I'm building something under the ocean or something. Well, if I place the water here, it's just gonna flow in and destroy all my torches. So instead, what I can do is I can place these ladders, and I'll place a sign just to prove that it works. And all of these items will act as blocks. That's fine, whatever. So now when I place the water, it's just going to flow over it because all of these are, it's thinking that there are blocks here. But actually, it's just leaving empty space because there are ladders and signs here as opposed to actual blocks. And so that's kind of the effective use of these principles. I'm sure you can find various other uses. We use this in our monster trap to kill monsters but have the items flow underwater. And we can use it to collect items if we want them to flow down, maybe into like a cavern of sorts, or we want them to flow down into our base, which happens to be underground. There are various uses for that principle. But and it applies to lava too, so that's very useful. But there's also liquids have the ability to create blocks in that wherever, like a lava block, wherever. Okay, actually, let me explain something. This is actually very important. And I completely forgot about this. But basically, the way that you pick up water blocks, if you notice, like when I place this water block in here, I can't collect up these flows of water. Just because there's water here doesn't mean that I can collect it. It has to be a spring of water, which is an infinite source of water. You notice when I place the water here, the water is all flowing from this one center block, which we call the spring, because it's an infinite source of water, just like a spring, like a hot spring in real life. And the same thing applies to lava. And that if I place lava in here, I can't collect any of the products of the lava block. I can only collect the spring of lava. And the reason that that's important is because of the power of water, and because of its ability to flow very fast and to flow very far, springs of water can create other springs of water. You'll notice when I put this, let me do this. When I put that second block in there, it caused this entire thing to flood. And like for example, if I put this water here, these are all flow blocks. And if I place another water block here, it forms another spring, and then those two springs have enough power to form two other springs in the other corners. Now, this is kind of a very useful item here, is an infinite source of water. It's kind of like a well. So if I ever need water for some reason, if I'm filling up, like a lake or something, or I want to fill up some little ponds and I need an infinite source of water and I don't have an ocean near me, I can just make a I can make a 2x2 little block, 2x2 contained block, and fill it with water. Fill it with water on the two diagonals. Let me just light up this area so I don't get killed by tons of monsters. However, it's a little bit different for lava in that because water flows so fast and so far, and it has enough power to create other springs, it can do that, but lava can't. For example, if I were to somehow, I do another lava, perfect. If I were to place a lava block like I would the water blocks to make an infinite water source, it doesn't work for lava. I can't create springs of lava, cannot create other springs of lava, no matter how hard I try. So once you have one block of lava, that's the block of lava that you got, and you can't make more of it. Lava can only be produced by the world generator. So I can't collect these little springs that have been made, or not springs, but these little flows that have been made, because they aren't springs. I can only collect springs of liquids. But the major difference between lava and water is that lava can't create lava, but water can create water springs. So when liquids meet, they form blocks. In that, if I place a water block right here, this is the spring, this is the flow. If my flow of water meets a flow of lava, it creates a cobblestone. Here we go. Oh, I think it has to be a little bit closer. There we go. It created a cobblestone block because where flow of water meets flow of lava, cobblestone is created. Now, wherever a flow of water meets wherever flow of water meets a spring of lava, we get obsidian, which is what you see around this base, which is nearly invulnerable to TNT. It can only be mined with a diamond pick. It's definitely one of the most, or the best sources of protection you can find in Minecraft. So I'll demonstrate that right here. Where's my other water? Whatever. So wherever I create, or wherever I place a lava spring, if I place water over it, or if I like contain it, and then I place a water right here, it's going to form obsidian wherever the spring was. Now this obsidian can be mined with a diamond pick. You can use it to create molds. So for example, if I wanted to build a little pillar of obsidian, I could build a little mold here. Fill each of these blocks with springs of lava, and then pour water over it. And I do it each time, and eventually when I dig this down, I'll have a pillar of obsidian created by a mold, as opposed to having to go into a mine with a diamond pick and mining all the obsidian that I find. It's arguable which method is more efficient, but this is kind of the cheat way to get obsidian without having to have found diamonds. So yeah. So what was I saying? Wherever I place a lava spring, which can only be created by the world generator, I need to collect the lava spring. So it's basically like, to get obsidian, I can either collect lava or I can collect obsidian, but I can't create them. There's no real way to do that. You can't create an infinite lava spring, so you can't create an infinite amount of obsidian. However, you can create an infinite amount of cobblestone, as you can see over there. And I'll show you right now. Here's a little clip of it. My cobblestone generator, as you can see on the left, I have a flow of water, and on the right I have a flow of lava. As you can see, the water flow never meets the lava spring because the spring is held up high, and they meet in the center and form a cobblestone right there, and I can mine it every time. And that works very well, but you can't do that with obsidian, because remember, by creating the obsidian, you delete the spring of water, the spring of lava that you need to create the obsidian. So, that's all you really need to know about liquids, other than how they interact with boats, which I'll go over in another video later. So I hope that this video helped you guys understand liquids in Minecraft a little bit better, how to create obsidian, how to create cobblestone infinitely, how to create infinite water, and how you can't do that with lava, how you need to collect lava from springs, how you need to either create or harvest obsidian with a diamond pick. I hope it helped you guys. Let me know if it did, let me know if it didn't, let me know what you want to see in future tips, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.